Hello beautiful ladies and gents. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite baked salmon recipe. It is an easy, fast and delicious recipe. I hope you try it, enjoy it, and please don't forget to give me a like at the end of the video and subscribe. We're going to preheat our oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 170 degrees Celsius. We're going to cover our tray with aluminum foil. This is to prevent our food from adhering to the tray, which means cleaning the tray afterwards is going to be a lot easier. I'm also going to add a little bit of olive oil. I'm using Bertolli extra virgin olive oil here. I'm going to spread it around to make sure my food doesn't adhere to the aluminum foil, because then when I'm trying to serve it, it will break apart. So you're just gonna spread it around really well. You can also use a spray but it will get everywhere. I'm also gonna be adding a little bit of the olive oil to my asparagus. This is going to help the seasoning adhere to my asparagus. I'm just gonna toss them around, and I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning. I'm using Knorr chicken bouillon. I'm gonna add half of the asparagus to my tray and form kind of a layer with them. Now I'm going to add my capers. I'm not going to use too many of them because capers are very salty, so we have to mind the amount that we use to make sure that our food doesn't turn out super salty. I'm also going to add a little bit of the liquid. Now I'm gonna season my salmon simply with the Knorr chicken bouillon seasoning. It is a very salty seasoning, so I'm only going to be using this. It is very salty, but at the same time, it's not a strong flavoring to it, so it's not going to ruin or affect the flavor of the salmon meat itself. It's just a very good seasoning for any kind of protein that you're cooking. Now I'm going to be adding some thyme, some pieces under the salmon, some of them on top. This is not only going to make the salmon taste better, but it's also going to help it smell delicious. And you can use any kind of herb that you like. You can use basil or rosemary, or don't use any at all if you have those little picky eaters that don't like to see tiny green leaves on their food. Now I'm adding some tomato, one piece on each piece of salmon, and I'm using tomato because the salmon is a very fatty fish and the acidity of the tomato helps cut down on that fattiness. Now I'm adding the rest of the asparagus on top of my fish or anywhere on the tray. And that's it. Very few ingredients. Now we're going to cover our fish. This is going to help keep the fish moist. Now we're just going to put it into our oven for 30 minutes. Don't forget to set your timers. And that's it. Once you hear your timer, it is ready. Now this is a recipe that is not only fast, easy, delicious, and healthy, but it also looks pretty great. You could even have some friends over for dinner and they'll be pretty impressed with your cooking skills. I hope you give it a try. I hope you enjoy it. And please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Also, you can find a list of the ingredients I'm using down in the description below.